Okay. Hello, everybody. Mm, just let me see. As you can see, I just changed it. I changed it the way I I look at my DAW. I was tired of just making it, seeing it dark, so I just wanted it to be brighter. And you can just do this easily here in Logic Pro. You go to preferences, you go to, I think this is display in English, in the English version of the DAW, and then you go here to displays, and you can just select how you want to see the background. So in my case, I just selected personalized, because you have also bright and dark. Dark is how I had it before, more or less. And personalized, you can just adapt how bright and how dark you want this. So I just want it this way. And also you can change the these lines here, both. And I just wanted, I just found this more attractive, so just went with this. Hello, Tina. It's nice to see you here. How are you doing? So I started already just just a piano sketch. I have here just a basic, super basic idea, and this is something like. And I just wanted just to work around that. I I don't find it too bad. It's quite simple, but I think it will allow us to just create that feeling of magic, fantasy music, cinematic music. So I just thought of going with children choir, maybe, as one of the things. Maybe, I don't know, arba, legato, girl, soprano. These are. I don't know what happened. What is happening? Now it looks it works. Okay, so I think we used this choir, this children choir in the Narnia track the other day. But let's see, how can we maybe make it. I just thought maybe of go with the melody for with the girls, these girls. So let's see. Mm. Ah, mm, it's bad because we just the choir only gets to this point, to this A4. So that note, and of course the next ones are not in the range. And if we go one octave lower, I'm not sure if we have the same problem here in these notes. So the range of this library is actually quite small. It is quite small, so I just don't like that. It only has this, which is like less than 2 octaves, 1 octave and a bit. What can we do to solve these problems? We have different options, okay? First of all, we should probably think of just moving the key, especially if at this point we are still starting. We can just transpose this and make it work in a range that if we have super clear that we want the choir, we can just transpose this and make it work for this choir. That's one of the options, and it's probably the best one, I think, also when we are just starting something, because we are still not familiarized with the key we are using, with the chords we are using, so it's quite easy just to learn from the beginning and again what we did and just work in that way. So I think it's what we are going to do. So if we go back to the piano roll, we can maybe see this easier. So let's select everything, and this is in D minor, C major. Maybe we can go to F minor, which is close, and I think it's going to allow us to do this with, yeah, let's go with F minor. So we just need to go up 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's see. Let's select this. I think we are there. I think this will work better. So this is the piano for reference, the piano sketch, and let's try just to record the melody with the girls. So let me just maybe just go with Logic Remote in the tablet, in the iPad. Wait, sorry. Here. Okay. So actually maybe we should go to F sharp minor instead. Yeah, looks like it's going to be better. So let me just get familiarized again with the new Okay, so the first chord is okay, let me see. Okay, I get the idea, I think. So let's go with the girls, soprano girls, just to get the melody, okay? So let's go and let's try not to do many mistakes. Okay. let's try again. Okay, let's try again because I think. Let's see. Okay. I think I have that clear now. Okay. Okay, not bad. So now I'm going to mute the piano. Okay, not mute, but just reduce the volume a lot. Now that we have the legato girls with the melody clear, I am going just to go with the strings. Okay, not this, and I want this ones too. So let's just load these things. It's going to take a bit to load, always takes a bit. But you know, I just want this to be maybe not too big strings right now, so something soft and something probably in the highest register, just to make it more like angelical sounding, something like that. But then we are going just to play with some textures, some things, and then we can maybe just. Okay. Anyway, let's see, because I just don't have it clear right now. So let's see what's going on here. So we have the melody here that I'm going to show in the piano roll for reference. Okay, and I'm going to record the telly, I think. Just trying to make it like the lowest note with the root of the chords, or of course if we have inversions or anything, I'm going just to play the telly as the bass line, okay? So let's go with this. Probably I'm actually going to have it clear if I use the piano sketch instead of the melody for this. So just because I can see the chords I played easier. So let's go with the telly, recording the telly. Okay, I just made this mistake. This is E, not C. Okay. So now let's go with the violas, okay? I'm just going to record the violas. I'm going to put again the piano roll as reference. So here we have it. And violas are going just to play something that fits in the chords. I'm going to try to give it a bit of movement, not too much, because I don't want to take protagonism off from the melody, but I think we can just make it work if we play something that fits the chords, and let's see. I don't like it. It doesn't have any kind of direction or anything. Let's try something else. Better. Better, I think. I'm just going to try recording now the second violins, something similar to the violas, just a similar idea, I mean. So let's go with this. Forgot that chord. You know, I'm not really used to composing this key, so it makes it both more interesting and at the same time more difficult. Okay, this is A. There is something weird here. I think this... I think that's the... And I'm going just to double the melody. This is the melody the choir was doing. I'm going to double this with the first violins, I think. So let's just put the first... Okay. Let's go with this. So we have the melody there, and I think we can now mute the piano roll, the piano sketch, and we have strings here. And something that I think works pretty well also with Magic is just an arpeggiating, and also we can just play with Celesta and Glockenspiel and these things. So let's go with harp first of all, and just let's arpeggiate the different chords we were using. So I'm going just to put the piano sketch again as reference, even when it's muted. So let's try not to fail too much. Okay, let's go. That's fine. We did it well. Let's go with Celesta Glockenspiel. Let's try to add that magical atmosphere. Okay. So we have here Celesta. I'm going to use this one, which is from Mallet Flux. I like this library for mallets. You know, it's beautiful. It's quite beautiful. So Celesta. Okay, I'm not sure if we can just maybe... Okay, close. I just find we have lots of reverb. No. Let's see in the effects. Okay. Okay, let's... Okay, I think we are going just to be better if we just use our own reverb. So I think I'm going just to go with this one, Seventh Heaven, which is pretty beautiful one. And maybe yeah, it's better, I think. Okay. Okay, I almost forgot about the chords. So let's put the piano roll again with the piano sketch muted for reference, and let's start recording again. Okay, it's nice that we just give it a bit more movement. Let's reduce the volume because I found it a bit too loud. And also let's go with glockenspiel, doubling probably some notes of the melody. So if we go back to the piano sketch, no, just let's take the melody. These are the choir, the legato girls soprano choir, you can see here, and these are playing the melody. So just let's double some of the notes. I don't know. Let's try. Okay, finally we just doubled everything and did some extra thing here. I just quantized it. Okay, so we have here this, and probably we can go. Let's try doubling the layering the strings as we usually do. So okay, I think we are good there. Let's copy this and let's just try to bring this here too. Let's see how this sounds. I guess the strings will be quite loud now. It's beautiful, I think. I think we can double also the melody with the flutes, with some flutes. So I'm just going to copy and paste. I don't want to get too complicated. Hello, Hugh, Ethan, Music. Nice to see you here. I'm happy to see you like it. We are just trying to make something magical, something that sounds magical, something like that. So these are the flutes. Okay, so what else can we add? Maybe Mark III. This is also something really magical. So this thing. Okay, so we just added Mark III there. Probably we can also play with the triangle trills, just just adding texture, something like this. Yeah, something like that. That's in different points. I don't know. It's just about adding some textures here and there. Okay, we can also go with some woodwinds. Let's see what can we do with the oboes. Maybe a counterpoint or something like that. Maybe we can create a secondary melody. Let's see. I'm going just to put the piano roll with the strings arrangement we have so far as reference, and let's record something for the first oboe. Okay, not good. For example, this is what I recorded in the oboe. As you can see, I tried to leave spaces, short spaces where a real player could breathe, because usually this helps with realism when we are writing for strings. Yes, thank you. Yeah, but I just don't do this for getting fans or anything like that. It's just, I spend many hours doing this every day, and in the end, it's quite lonely. So just creating something while you can talk to other people, or even just when someone just suggests anything. Like, for example, the other day, someone was saying to use an English horn from something, and we tried it and it was great. So, that kind of interaction is something I like, I've always liked. And also, if I can help anybody else to get inspired, or especially people who are maybe starting out, I feel good with that. So that's the reason why I do this. I'm going to compose anyway, so there is no problem doing this in Leaf as long as I can, because sometimes some projects can be shared due to, I don't know, NDA agreements, or just because the clients don't want it to be public until it's finished or something like that. But if not the case, I am happy sharing everything. So, but thank you. Yes, I see more people feel interested in this. So hopefully we can create a nice community here too. There are a few of them already. Okay, so I'm just adding oboes. Maybe we can just go with second oboe here and just do something different that complements the first one. So okay, I think I'm going just to use the piano roll again with the piano sketch, I mean, for reference. Hello, Ricardo. Actually, we have to talk about that meeting tomorrow. I will text you a bit later if that's fine. So I was just composing something magical here. Something which has that fantasy magical sound. So look, this is what we have so far, and I was going to record now a second oboe. That's what we have so far, and I'm going to record second oboe, and probably I will need to stop. I just couldn't start it earlier today, but I will probably be back later today in any case, and just continue this track or maybe something different. I don't know. If you like this track, we can just make it longer. Just let me know what you think. And if not, we can try something different if you have any preference. Okay, so let's go with the second oboe. I'm going just to show the piano sketch for reference, and let's record. So F sharp minor. So this is what I recorded for the second oboe, and let's go with clarinets maybe. And I think clarinets can go well here if we just use sustains, like 2 clarinets. Yeah, let's try something with these guys. Again, reference is going to be the piano sketch. And let's go. Sorry, let's go. So this is just, you know, yeah, I have here loaded sustains, and I will show you how I have loaded this oboe a due. I think that's the way it's pronounced in English too. um, when I have two different, okay, I was just talking about clarinets and I selected the wrong path. I was just noticing something weird in the sound, but I wanted to check it later. So not oboes but clarinets. Clarinets a due sustains. So what I do here usually is just load. I'm using Berlin woodwinds, okay, and I have each of them clarinets loaded. So yeah, theoretically it doesn't sound exactly like two different ones because I would need to just create two patches, one with clarinet one sustains, and then another one with clarinet second clarinet sustains, and just record one line for each. But you know, it's okay. It's not going to make a big difference, and in the end, this is a mock-up, and if it sounds well, which I think it does, look. It sounds quite well, and you know what I really think it's more important in mockups is probably just sorry. I was saying that I have two clarinets loaded here from Berlin Woodwinds, and what I mean is that what is more important for me is that if I have two clarinets, only two clarinets, I can only write two voices for the clarinets. So doing chords like three notes chords or four notes or even more, yeah, it's going to do it because it's a library, but that's not realistic, and especially if I have to record something later, this is going to be a big problem for the orchestrator. So Cine1s or Cinematic Studio Winds. Hello, Ricardo. I don't have any of them. You know, from Cine Samples, I have just the Cine Brass. 1 second, please. I have a call. It looks like I have a call. Yes. 1 second. Okay. Just let me. Okay, sorry. Sorry, it was just. You know, as I have the phone just working on my. I mean, the camera where you can see the studio. I have it in my phone, so when someone calls me, it's just something like it disconnects from the app I'm using, and that's why sometimes you just see I lose the connection with the image or something like that, and people just thinks that the best moment to call me is when I'm doing these things. Anyway, yeah, I was saying that from Cine Samples I only have Cinebrass and Cineperk that I have here. I just don't use. I don't have Cinewinds, and I've never felt like I like them too much. But of course, this is just based on the videos I saw and just some examples and things like that. I prefer so much more the Berlin series woodwinds. Berlin woodwinds is probably, if not the best, one of the best for sure libraries for woodwinds. And Cinematic Studio Winds, I don't have them either, but I like it more than Cinewinds from the demos and samples I listened to. But it's just my opinion based on demos because, as I said, I don't have any of them. From Cinematic Studio series, I only have the let's see, these ones, Cinematic Studio Strings. These are the ones I have. And yeah, I like these ones, but I like the sound most of all. Actually, we are using that in most of the the pieces. We, as you can see, for the legato especially, we always use these three libraries, and one of them is the Cinematic Studio Strings. These ones sound beautiful, you know, but and especially the latest update they did. It's beautiful, but when you compare it directly with I prefer Vista, for example, or this one. And actually, if we just compare, let's just record that theme, for example. Okay, it's just an example. Let's actually copy, because these three react pretty similarly to the CCs, to the expression and modulation. So it's great just to layer. That's why I just don't spend too much time, and I just usually use Vista for composing the part, and then I just copy and paste in the other libraries, in Appassionata and in Cinematic Studio Strings, because the final sound of the three ones is beautiful, and because they are reacting in a very similar way to the different MIDI CCs. So, for example, let's just mute this too, okay? And let's just play these violins. So these are the Vista violins, okay? And now all together. To me, the three together sound better, and quite better actually, in my opinion, of course. So that's why I use it all together. But yeah, I just don't have Cinematic Studio Wins or Cine Wins. I don't have any of them. But just from the demos and samples I listened to, I would choose Cinematic Studio Wins, which I think actually are cheaper also, because Cine Wins probably they have a couple of libraries, if not more. However, I have and use a lot the Hollywood Wins runs. These are from Cine Samples, and these are really interesting. Okay, let me. I think I have them here, around here. Hollywood Wins. These ones are pretty interesting, and I also got the Cine Strings runs. I think it was a bundle when I bought it. Hello, Ray Julian. Nice to see you here too. We were just talking about Cine Wins and Cinematic Studio Wins because Ricardo was asking about that. Name the second strings you play. That's Appassionata strings by Spitfire Audio. These guys. And these ones use this engine. So you have different legato, two legato, you have sustain, and you have 4 different short articulations. Because okay, let me show you if you want. Just for example, the first violins. Okay, we are going to use the first violins just for the. So this is the legato we have selected so far in the library right now. It sounds amazing. This library sounds amazing. Yeah, I agree. is the slurred, legato slurred. Sustains. And then you have short. And they react to the expression and the modulation. This is a bit longer. This is longer. Alright, I think this changes the bow. And it's longer, yeah. And also you have this thing, which is pretty interesting. I use it sometimes. Okay, I'm just going to do something. You know, this for creating that kind of rhythmic part, because I'm not sure if this adapts to tempo, I just don't remember, I think. No. And this library is pretty good. And I think you also got quite a lot of microphones, yeah. So it's pretty interesting. Actually, you get a lot of them mixed to 4 different mixes. I have this one because I just found this one is the one I liked more. But of course, you just can, I don't know, just choose the one you prefer. And also you have here different things that you can control with this. In this case, I just had the reverb that we can just increase it. And I think this is MIDI learn. I'm not sure. Yeah, you can just MIDI learn. For example, I had it assigned to CC 19. I don't know why. Probably this is just a default thing, but with 100% reverb and using the legato. No, totally is not too much, right? I don't know. It sounds the same to me. Exactly the same. Okay. Okay. I don't know. Maybe it's something here related with this reverb. 100%. Anyway. No, not a big deal. You know, I just like the sound it has, and usually I just, if I want reverbs, I just send the reverb myself, the one I like, and that's also because of what we were talking the other day, like about microphones and things like that. Like I usually probably don't care too much about the microphone, like the sound of the room from the libraries. Sometimes I do. It depends a lot on the library, right? But then I just try to use a few reverbs of my own. Like Valhalla Room is something I really like. Seventh Heaven that we were using, I think, in a Celesta here. In the beginning, yeah, this reverb is also quite good. I like it so a lot. And in the end, just when I finish a mix and I go to the master, for example, I just don't know if you can see this here. Let me know. Okay, this is the mixer. You know, I have it in another screen. And usually when I start, I don't know, I have the mastering ready, I usually include some reverb in the master chain, but just with super small amount of reverb. So if I load here a Valhalla room, for example, I just go with maybe 12%, something like that. Not too much, and I tweak some things here. So just to add a small amount of reverb to the overall feeling, so it looks like everything is recorded in the same place, more or less. So that's all. I think we can just record the bassoons, and I'll have to go, but I will be back probably later today, if that's fine for any of you. And probably we can just finish this or just work on another idea if that's something that sounds better for you. So, okay, let's just put the piano roll for reference and let's record the bassoons. Okay, the piano sketch is this one. This is the idea we had. And yes, Ricardo is quite complete. Okay, it's complete just for the legato, okay, and just these short notes because it doesn't offer anything else. Legato, sustains, and yeah, these short notes, 4 different short notes, but it doesn't have tremolo, it doesn't have harmonics, it doesn't have spiccato, it doesn't have staccato, marcato. It just has a few articulations, but the sound for these articulations is amazing. So it's really good library for legato if you want something intimate, something like that, because it's also not a big section, I think. I just don't remember the exact number of players it has, but I don't know. Okay, so let's go with the bassoons. And thank you, Ricardo. I'm happy to know you like it too. We changed it the tempo. It was 105, so I was like, what happening here? Okay, so let's record the bassoons. There are a few mistakes. Also, lots of parallel fifths, but that's fine. Okay, doesn't matter. Okay, so these ones should be there. Okay, so this is the idea so far. Okay, we can also maybe just thinking of, because as you can see, we didn't use the basses because I wanted just to save the super low frequencies for a bit later maybe, but probably we can just make it work if we just go with them, if we introduce the basses in a change of chord that we have. Let's see, this is the strings arrangement, okay? So let's see if we can make it work. I think here in the F major chord. Let's introduce the basses there, okay? Let's see how this sounds. Another option is just bring it to the last chord, and actually I think I like it more. It's going to be much more impressive probably. Also because the last chord is the first one but major instead of minor, so it's beautiful. I think probably, yeah, let's just add it in the last one. So I'm just going to record again. Okay, these are the strings. I'm going to record just the last note. I didn't record. That's fine. Okay. And now I'm going just to, okay, I'm going just to copy this here and there. You know, this. Okay, I could just select the, okay, it doesn't matter. So, you know, the Cinematic Studio strings work differently than the other libraries with the basis. They just programmed the library in a way that the bases are, you need to play the bases like you would read in there, like you would write for them. And as you know, the bases play one octave lower, one octave below what you write for them. So if you write, for example, this C for the basis, the real C you are going to listen is this one, is one octave lower. So they programmed the library with them in that way. So you need to be careful because the other libraries just make the basis sound with the real note you are playing in the keyboard, not like like the way you would write for the bases. So you need to be careful because these bases are sounding right now one octave lower than the other libraries because they are just reading in the same place, but these ones sound one octave lower than the place you are writing for them. So you need to, okay, I already did it, okay, but you just need to make this one octave higher. So the result so far, what we have so far in the track is this. So that's what we have. So I need to quit now. I'm going to save the project, okay? Going to save it Fantasy Magical Leaf. So I will try to go back later today and we can finish this. We can just make it longer, more interesting, something else. We can develop the track a bit more and just do it live. So okay, I hope you like this and I hope to see you later. Bye.